Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you all an update to my Cardfight Vanguard Kheios deck profile for June 2024. Wanted to update the Kheios deck, one of the overlooked glitter decks that I've updated on the channel, but we did get a new promo for the month of June for the Kheios deck, and with some of the other format changes, including the inclusion of the energy generator and the 4-card ride deck, 50-card main deck changes, wanted to update the numbers that have gone around with the changes to the deck, with the main focus of the deck having the variety of different cards in your soul to gain the different card effects, whether you use your Kheios Vanguard, the new grade 3, which is definitely, more consistent now with the new promo, and also the Makani glitter backup. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So we'll go ahead and start off with the ride deck. Our ride deck consists of the energy generator with our grade 0 being 1 with Profound Mercy, Kheios. When rode upon, if you went in second, draw a card. Our grade 1 is in the Calm Streets, Kheios. When this unit is rode upon by Quagmire of Soulless Kheios, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put all normal units from among them into your soul, and put the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. So it's the start of your initial buildup of different units in your soul, thanks to this card, with our grade 2 being Quagmire of Soulless Kheios. When rode upon by Approaching Fangs, Kheios, soul charge 1, and if the soul charge card was a trigger unit, draw a card. If it was a normal unit, choose up to 1 card from your soul and call it to rear guard. So if you have any multiples of the same card, you can call it to rear guard, or one of the more beneficial cards that you'll want as added backup support on rear guard to potentially set up more of your soul charge power. With our grade 3 being the one-of copy of Approaching Fangs Kheios that we run in the deck, because our main go-to grade 3 is Soul Oratorio Kheios, but with Approaching Fangs Kheios, on the Vanguard circle once per turn, you can counter +1, discard a card from your hand, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, put it into your hand, choose 1 unit from among them, call it to rear, and put the rest into your soul. And on Vanguard, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your soul has 8 or more cards with different card names, choose one of your rear guards and it gets plus 10,000 to end of turn. If your soul has 13 or more cards, choose all your rear guards instead, which is the main goal for the deck to do, giving more and more of that power built up from your soul to have more and more powered rear guards. But also our main grade 3 play combo comes in the form of the new grade 3 Kheios that we run, which is the Soul Oratorio Kheios. When placed by riding from Approaching Fangs Kheios, you may soul charge 3, then choose 2 cards from your soul, put 1 card from among them into the hand, call the rest to rear guard, and activate Persona Ride. And on the Vanguard circle, once per turn, if your soul has 13 or more cards with different names, bind an Approaching Fangs Kheios from your soul. Until end of this turn, all your units get plus 10,000, and this unit gets critical +1. And at the end, ride the card bound for this card as rest. So this gives you more of the search pressure of your Kheios, being able to power up your rear guards, but also being able to have the initial critical with your Vanguard for added pressure for the Vanguard attack on top of the more powered up rear guards that you have as well. For the other grade 3s, we run the 4 copies of Cool-Headed Executor Makani. I know you want a wide variety of units to soul charge in this deck, but Makani is just a very, very good glitter unit to use. When placed on rear guard, counter +1, soul +1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards with the same grade as the card Soul Blast for this card's cost and retire it. And the glitter ability with Kheios is once per turn when your Vanguard attacks. If your soul has 8 or more cards with different card names, stand this unit. If it was stood, put this card into the soul at the end of the turn. So one of the potential cards you'll want to call out afterwards, but also just being able to make use of a restander. So if you have multiple Makani on the rear guards, that can be the multiple attacks that you attack with first and then attack with your Kheios Vanguard to then have the 4th and 5th attacks to go into also, with added power boosts thanks to Kheios' own ability. For the grade 2s, we're running 4 copies of Inciting Corruption, Agamanoth. When placed on rear guard, if you have a Vanguard with Kheios and its card name, counter +1, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose 1 card from among them, put it into your hand, and put the rest in the soul. So Agamanoth just has more consistency for putting cards into the soul, checking the top 2, and from the soul, when your unit with Makani and its card name is placed on rear guard, if you have a Vanguard with Kheios and its card name, discard a card from your hand, soul charge 1, call this card to rear guard, and this unit gets boosted until end of turn. So a card that could potentially assist with the Makani rear guard as well as a provided boost, whether it be on the first or second attack. You also have a card that can, be soul blasted out or removed from the soul and replaced it with another soul charge card that you have. And then for the rest of the grade 2s, I run the 1 copy of Amazing Frost and the 1 copy of Diverse Wildmaster Honoratio. If you want to try 1 copy of the new Energy Blast Dark States unit from Fated Clash, you can always replace one of these 2 units with that card. You just have more soul buildup with Amazing Frost and added boost power thanks to Honoratio, or even more guard power off of it also. For the grade 1s, we run 4 copies of the Go Ahead Makani. When placed on rearguard, you may soul charge 1. And on rearguard, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, put this unit to soul, choose up to 1 grade 3 card with Makani, its card name from soul, and call it to rearguard. So just another way after your grade 3 rearguard goes back into the soul after the restand attack, you can call it out again thanks to Go Ahead Makani. And from the soul, when you would count the number of different cards from your soul for your card's abilities, Go Ahead Makani in your soul each count as a different card name. So you have 4 Go Ahead Makanis in your soul, you have 4 different units, making it a preferred unit to run the same multiple numbers of, because they'll still all count in name as different units. For the other 4 ofs that we run for our grade 1s, 4 copies of Misdeeds Dragon. This is the new promo card for the deck that helps going into Soul Oratorio Chaos all the easier. You get the Soul Charge 3 with this card, so all of a better build-up for the 13 cards in Soul. With Misdeeds Dragon on rearguard, if you have a grade 3 with Chaos and its card name, bind this unit, search your deck for up to 1 Soul Oratorio Chaos, ride it as stand, and shuffle the deck. If your Vanguard is placed during the ride phase this turn, or if you Persona Road, you cannot activate Persona Ride till the end of turn, which you'll still be able to use if you have another turn go by and then ride into this card with the ability. And from the bind zone, if your Vanguard is grade 3 with Chaos and its card name, you can put this unit into the drop zone to Soul Charge 1, making up for the lack of Soul Charge power it may have on the field. You at least have a way to place this card from the bind zone into the drop to give you a Soul Charge off of this card also. And then for the other grade 1s, 1 copy of Steam Maiden Barney. For more options, choosing a grade 1 or less card from your soul, calling it to rearguard. So this could even set up the Misdeeds Dragon from your soul on rearguard, thanks to Steam Maiden Barney. The 1 copy of Friend of the Netherworld Ling. More setup for the placed on rearguard ability. The 1 copy of Quen Lu. It was another card for soul buildup that was released as another promo from the monthly promo set. And also the 1 copy of Dancing Princess Celsia. When you play a normal order, which we also run in the deck, sorry about that, you can call this card to rearguard. If you call a card, you choose a card from your soul and put it into the drop zone. So it kind of makes up for the soul placement that you do, but still being able to at least give you another unit to provide a boost most of the time, even to your Vanguard on rearguard also. For the rest of the grade 1s, we run 1 copy of Ridicule Disruptor, 1 Repelled Malice Dragon, 1 Recusal Hate Dragon, and the 1 Elementary Sanctitude for the variety of different Sentinels to run, but still meeting the same requirements, having different Sentinels that have the, when placed, guard restriction as well, and with the new Ridicule Disruptor from the Fated Clash booster set, all the more different names to run on top of them. For our orders that we run in the deck, 3 copies of 1 Who Governs Chaos. You have a Vanguard with Chaos and its card name. You play with a counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose the 1 same number of cards from among them as the number of cards in your soul with Chaos with different names. Put them into your soul and shuffle your deck. If your soul has 8 or more different cards, choose up the 1 card from your soul, call it to rearguard, and choose one of your rearguards with Makani, and it gets plus 10,000 to end of turn. So a way to boost up your Makani rearguards, but also set up different names in your soul, because then you'll have the cards from the ride deck potentially with the Oratorio Chaos as your Vanguard. You activate this, and then you just put 4 more cards thanks to this order into the soul. With also 1 copy of Song of Extolment Can Be Heard. You play it if you have a Vanguard with Chaos in its name. Choose one of your Vanguards, it gets plus 10 to end a turn, and choose 3 normal units from your drop zone and put them into the soul, and put this card on the bottom of the deck. So the way to recycle this order as well as make use of more of the normal units from your drop zone. So both of your orders just help to build up more and more cards into the soul. For our trigger lineup, we are running a variety of triggers as well. So the 1 copy of Stem Deviate Dragon, the 1 copy of Afterglow Tomo Udagawa, the 1 copy of Diablos Girls Mai Mai, and the 1 Lively Breath Dragon for our 4 criticals. For the draws, 1 copy of Ruse Master Wily, 1 copy of Insane Researcher, 1 Vital Lever, and the 1 Diablos Boys Jake for our 4 draws. Now these next 3 could be potentially criticals as well. We have the number to use them, but running just a front lineup, 1 Diablos Girls Natalia, 1 Diablos Officer Kilian, and the 1 Huckle Hustle for the last of the fronts. With our heels being 1 Diablos Girls Ariana, 1 Brilliant Floral Huanya, 1 Direful Doll Alexandra, and the 1 Steam Muscara Mal for the heals to run, with our overtrigger being the Venatrise. You can run any of the overtriggers that you want to potentially try out in the deck. Just this one. I like the aesthetic for the Kheios deck, and the +10 critical always adds pressure the earlier you get it in a drive check. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, the deck definitely needed an update with the new promo support, along with some of the other numbers that I changed for cards in the deck. But as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Qualia out.